This is a review of the K&F Concept SA254T2 aluminum alloy tripod. This is only my second or third tripod, and I haven't purchased a tripod in about 10 years or more, so a lot has changed in the tripod game. This tripod has some great advantages and some disadvantages, which I'll get into, but I definitely couldn't have gotten some of the shots I took without this tripod. Let's start with the versatility of the shots. This tripod is tall. It can tower above me at around 185 centimeters. I'm about 177, or like 5'10". Oh! It has 3 sets of legs that you can adjust for height. You can get different kinds of low angle shots, meaning you can get the camera to go under the legs, or you can get the legs to be really low to the ground and be really wide. That's so cool. Obviously, with it being really tall, you can get really high angles. You can get vertical or portrait shots because the tripod has a ball mount on the top. And even for video, you can get that buttery smooth pan. And if you don't want to carry around the whole thing, you can get a monopod. Take off one of the legs, pop it onto here, and then monopod. I was really impressed with the versatility of shots from this tripod. It's fairly easy to change the type of shot or angles that you want quickly, except for the low angle shots, which I'll get to. There's also a hook on the bottom to keep it stable if you need to hang a bag or add some weights in case there's wind or anything like that. Just pull it. So addicting. Now this tripod is made from aluminum rather than carbon fiber. A couple disadvantages to that. Makes it a bit heavier, and then it's also more prone to damage and corrosion. However, being aluminum does make it more stable because of the weight. Only after my first time using it, I did have some trouble. Just getting the tripod in position, tightening it, it actually dented the aluminum. So now it's kind of difficult to bring this center piece up and down because of those dent marks. Still functional, still works, just pretty unfortunate. However, after a little hammer work and some oil, loosened it up a little bit. Just a tad. All right, let's run through each piece so you have a better idea of how this thing works. There's a quick release on the top of the tripod along with a bubble level, and then there's marks and measurements so you can line up the quick release so you have some consistency in every shot. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna use it, and there's no way I'm seeing that faint little mark on the quick release to line up on the measurements. But it's nice to know it exists. Turn the knob to tighten it or release it, but be careful, make sure you have your hand on your camera when you're loosening it because it will just slide right out. You don't want anything like that to happen. Next is the ball head. You can tighten it or loosen it to fix the position, and then you can also loosen it and pull it down into that little notch so that it's at vertical or portrait position. There's another knob right next to this one, and it actually confused me quite often, and I think it's actually to just remove the entire ball mount in case you need to replace it. I mean, at least when I did it, the whole thing came off, so I'm not touching that again. The next set of knobs is directly below it, and this is to adjust the height of the tripod, and then also to give it some extension horizontally. There's a line for the recommended stopping point when pulling it up. I'm always paranoid about pieces falling off or maybe slowly tilting as I take the photo and you'll get that blur. So I always tighten a tad bit more. Unfortunately, this is what dented my tripod. So I don't know. I mean, I didn't think I was the Hulk, but I'll take it. Know your own strength. To get it horizontal, you have to pull it all the way up and then turn it to a 90-degree angle. Now you can slide it into the ball to give it some proper support on the other side. If you want that buttery smooth pan, you have to loosen that small knob. It's so satisfying, I don't even need a camera to make it worth it. To get your camera flipped upside down for that low angle shot, you're gonna have to take out that hook first. Then you need to loosen the center orange piece so you can take the whole thing out and flip it. There are a few pieces here, so be careful not to drop anything, like fiddling with your hands everywhere. And sometimes it's easier to just take it all out and then put it all back together. Once you have it in, tighten it up, adjust the legs as you need. 3 legs are pretty simple. Just spin, pull, or push, and lock. Done. To change the angle of the legs, you can just push it. Or if you need to go back up, then you need to push it, push the button in, and then pull back up. Last but not least is the monopod leg. You can remove this leg from the tripod altogether and attach it to the main piece. And then you have a monopod. You can carry it around, or you still have the option of having those extendable legs. Pretty awesome. So as you can tell by now, aside from the low angle shots and the monopod, this tripod was made for really quick changes and ease of use. It even came with a bag with a reflector line. The bag is pretty basic, so if you have another bag already that can hold a tripod, I'd give this one a toss. but I don't have another bag like that, so this bag's good for me. Warning though, it is pretty snug when it's inside. You can't really fit anything else except the tripod. Alright, quick recap. The quick release function with the level and the measurements. Range of shots. Awesome. Ease of use. Awesome. Buttery smooth pans when you want it. Awesome. It's made of aluminum, makes it heavier and more stable, but more prone to damage and rust or corrosion. Wipe it down, keep it clean, take care of it, it'll be alright. A monopod option. Lastly, the price range. I found mine online for about $60-ish, but keep in mind, I live in Asia, so I don't know. Good luck. I do think that this tripod is great for beginners like myself because it's easy to use and it's very easy to see what is more important for you as a photographer and what you'll look for more in tripods later when you decide to buy another one. Thanks for sticking around for the review. Hope it was helpful. And don't forget to like and sub, ring that bell, ding dong, the witch is dead, and do that.